Remember a year ago when y'all were so upset with me because I said Chappell Roanna is a Republican at heart. Grifter, not the advocate that y'all think she is.
The way a lot of you guys are acting like you're surprised about Chappell showing love to Bridget Bardot. She's always showing that she's a social justice warrior when it comes to things that she wants to care about, not things that will affect everybody.
Ain't it fun living in the real world? Bridget Bardot said 2025 would indeed be her last year and died on why did I just sound like the beginning to Dancing in the Dark by Lady Gaga? Died on December 28th. Is that a very flippant way for me to say that? Perhaps. However, I don't respect and I certainly don't mourn the wicked. Let's talk about it. If you listen to Chappell Roan's hit album, you know the song Red Wine Supernova? Right at the beginning, she references Bridget Bardot.
She was a playboy, Bridget Bardot.
And in her Instagram stories tribute, she says Bardot inspired the song. I feel hair all over my face. Oh my god. Having a dog. The song is a banger, by the way. Bro. I'm gonna lose my shit. I saw that death notification pop up on my phone and the song was stuck in my head the rest of the day.
Baby, why don't you come over? Red wine supernova.
Let's pick it up now. Paying tribute to Bardot sparked a lot of backlash, enough so that Chappell Roan deleted that Insta story and followed it up with this one. Holy sh**, I did not know all that insane Miss Bardot stood for. Obs, I do not condone this. Very disappointing to learn. What's the insane in question? I'll tell you, because I'm just so... I love spreading knowledge like that. When I saw the news notification, I was like, what was she actually famous for? I don't know who people are or what they've done. So I googled her. The first article that showed up was AP News. They laid it out for you. You can't use the word racist in the comments of the article, which I find incredibly interesting, or your comment will get flagged. You know, in case you were curious. They laid it out plain and simple. I saw this and I was like, of course. Here we go. So despite being like an extreme animal rights activist, later, however, she fell from public grace as her animal protection diatribes took on a decidedly extremist tone. She frequently decried the influx of immigrants into France, especially Muslims. She was convicted and fined 5 times in French court of inciting racial hatred in incidents inspired by her opposition to the Muslim practice of slaughtering sheep during annual religious holidays. Bardot's 1992 marriage to fourth husband, Bernard Dion, whatever. I don't give a shit, actually. Sorry, French people. No, I'm not. A one-time advisor to far-right National Front leader Jean-Marie Le Pen contributed to her political shift. She described Le Pen, an outspoken nationalist with multiple racism convictions of his own, as a lovely, intelligent man.
Our handsome, dashing president.
In 2012, she supported the presidential bid of Marine Le Pen, who now leads her father's renamed National Rally Party. Le Pen paid homage Sunday to an exceptional woman who was incredibly French. In 2018, at the height of the Me Too movement, Bardot said in an interview that most actors protesting sexual harassment in the film industry were hypocritical because many played the teases with producers in parts. She said she had never been a victim of sexual harassment and found it charming to be told that I was beautiful or that I had a nice little ass. That comment in of itself is sexual harassment, This bitch really said these actress whores are just seeking attention. Can we focus on what really matters? The scary brown people in my pristine white country? Yeah. Okay. How do the flames of hell taste, Bridget? But of course, we have seen time and time again how the white pop girlies and the pale faces in general don't really care about violence against brown people. So let's get on to the more relevant to Chappell Roan one. Lady was also homophobic. And just throwing it out there as well, hated her own child. hated having a child. There's having a child and regretting it, which isn't bad, especially at that time. There are so many societal factors that have gone into women having babies they don't want, but to bring these feelings to the public with no regard for how it'll feel for the child to hear that someday, heinous. Heinous. Insane indeed. Bridget Bardot. Can you tell I'm mispronouncing her name on purpose? I know it's Brigitte, because the bitch was French. I don't care. So now here we are. I knew nothing about Bridget Bardot until a few days ago when she died. So I understand simply not knowing that someone had a disturbing bigoted history prior to the passing. You don't know what you don't know, and that's not your fault. However, if you're gonna say someone inspired your works of art, if you're gonna put that on your massive platform, it is your responsibility to make sure that person wasn't or isn't evil. How can someone be an inspiration and you don't know all of this terrible stuff about them? We are adults. Chapel. You and I, especially. 30 is basically right around the corner, and it is crucial that people with influence especially don't platform, alive or dead, these harmful ideals, especially in the times we are in right now. It's out of touch, it's blind, it's tone deaf. There's no excuse for not doing research in the first place, and white women notoriously get to play the ignorance card. We need to refuse to let that be enough. I didn't know all this insane shit, but why didn't you? Like I said, I asked myself, why Bardot was famous, so I googled it. It took 5 seconds. Lack of curiosity, lack of ensuring someone's morals align with your own is an incredibly privileged thing to do, or not do, I should say. People of color often don't get to give the benefit of the doubt. There is a hair on my fucking eyelash. Leave me alone, bro. I swear to... I don't even remember the last thing I said, but we don't get to give the benefit of the doubt that someone, or make the assumption that someone isn't racist. They need to be vetted. Like, literally, for our safety. White people just walk around like, la-di-da, blah, blah, blah. How's that one quote go? Name, backstory, with their head in the clouds. For the most part, we are all gonna have moments of ignorance. We are all gonna like or endorse someone that we were unaware is so starkly different from ourselves, but this can largely be avoided, and it makes no sense to call someone an inspiration when it turns out you knew so little about them. What? This isn't my first video on Chapel. I'm sure it won't be the last, and in the past I have defended her, but I fear the criticism is valid in this case. Like I said, too often we let, most notably, white women and white men just coast by on like not knowing better. Why is it up to everyone else to know better? And more importantly, why is it up to other people to tell you information that you could have found out yourself if you just put in the effort?